Hi, welcome to chemistry. So, what we discussed in previous class means postulates of valency bond theory we are discussing. Then you have to know today types of covalent bonds. See, types of covalent bond. Types of covalent bond. Okay. How many types of covalent bonds we have means two types. So first one is sigma bond and second one is pi bond. Sigma bond, pi bond. Okay. Now we are discussing about sigma bond. Next pi bond. Sigma bond, it is a strong bond. It is a strong bond. Okay. Next, it is the first bond. It is the first bond, first formed bond. Then the bond is formed through internuclear axis overlapping. It is formed through internuclear axis overlapping. Internuclear axis overlapping. Internuclear axis overlapping means the overlapping is through a axis which combines two nucleus of atom. So it is formed through internuclear axis overlapping. Now it is in three types of overlapping. It is in three types of overlapping. Okay. It is in three types of overlapping. The first A is SS overlapping. SS overlapping means here orbitals are overlapping. S or one S orbital overlapping with another S orbital. See here S orbital which is a spherical, it is S orbital plus one more S orbital which is a spherical, then overlapping takes place between these two. It is a nucleus of this S orbital, it is called SS overlapping. Now we may draw internuclear axis. So it is internuclear axis. Here it is overlapping. Here it is overlapping. It is called SS overlapping. Due to overlapping, sigma bond is formed. So for example, H2 molecule, hydrogen electron configuration is 1, atomic number is 1, electron configuration is 1s1, means 1 electron in S orbital. So shape of the S orbital is spherical, it is a hydrogen atom, plus it is overlapping with another hydrogen atom of S orbital, which gives rise to S overlapping. Here SS overlapping, hydrogen single bond hydrogen, SS overlapping is formed. Here we may draw internuclear axis. It is the axis which combines two nucleus of hydrogens. So that is nothing but internuclear axis. The overlapping is through internuclear axis, that is very strong bond, sigma bond is formed. Okay, then it is SS overlapping. It is SS overlapping. Then B, SP overlapping. SP overlapping. So here one s orbital which is a spherical plus one p orbital which is a dumbbell combines sp hybrid orbital. It is a s, it is a p, it is overlapping, sigma bond is formed. Now we may draw internuclear axis. It is nucleus of p orbital, it is nucleus of p orbital. Now we may draw internuclear axis. Internuclear axis. Here it is internuclear axis. Okay, which strong bond sigma bond is formed. Then example HCl, HCl molecule. HCl molecule. So hydrogen atom having one electron in s orbital plus chlorine atom having one electron in p orbital. It is a chlorine, it is a p orbital. Then overlapping takes place. Overlapping takes place. It is internuclear axis. It is overlapping, sigma bond HCl is formed. It is S P overlapping takes place. Understand? Then C overlapping, C PP overlapping, PP over PP overlapping. One p orbital is overlaps with another p orbital. One atom's p orbital is overlaps with another atom's p orbital. So then it is nothing but PP overlapping. Then here p orbital is in dumbbell shape. It is a p orbital, and one more p orbital I am taking, which is a dumbbell shape. Then gives rise to overlapping. Here it is overlapping. Okay, it is a nucleus of this p orbital and it is nucleus of this p orbital. Now internuclear axis. It is overlapping. It is a internuclear axis. Internuclear axis. Okay. So it is nothing but a internuclear axis. Now it is a PP and here sigma bond is formed. For example, Cl2 molecule. So one p orbital of chlorine atom overlaps with a p orbital of another chlorine atom, then which gives a sigma bond. Then it is a p orbital of chlorine atom, p orbital of chlorine atom plus one more p orbital of chlorine atom, hybridize, not hybridize, overlaps, sorry, overlaps. Here it is the nucleus of P and it is a Cl and it is a Cl, it is a P, it is a P, then overlaps. Then now it forms, we may draw internuclear axis. So here sigma bond is formed. So Cl molecule can be represents. So what I mean to say, types of covalent bond is two types, sigma bond and pi bond. Sigma bond is, it is a strong bond, it is a first bond Next, it is formed through internuclear axis overlapping. Internuclear axis means this is internuclear axis, these are internuclear axis. So it is formed through it is in three types of overlapping. So SS overlapping, SP overlapping and PP overlapping. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about pi bonds. Got it? This is according to valency bond theory. According to valency bond theory, orbitals containing atoms, atomic orbitals of atoms overlapping to give covalent bond. If it is extant covalent bond, that is a sigma bond. If it is not extant, that is a pi bond. Extant covalent bond means a strong, which knows its strength. Okay. So then pi bond, we are going to discuss about pi bond. Then second bond, types of covalent bond, that is nothing but a pi bond. It is a weak bond. Weak bond. It is formed after sigma bond. It is formed after sigma bond. Okay. So in this formation of pi bond, lateral overlapping takes place. In this bond formation, lateral overlapping takes place. Lateral overlapping takes place. Okay. See, explanation. See here, one p orbital, it is I am taking px or py plus one more p orbital, it is a px or py. Then sidewise overlapping takes place. Then here overlapping takes place. It is a PP overlapping or a lateral overlapping, which gives a pi bond formation. Here the overlapping is not through internuclear axis, it is internuclear axis. But overlapping is not through internuclear axis. That's why it is a weak bond. Pi bond is formed. For example, O2 molecule, oxygen atomic number is 8, electron configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. It is valency shell electronic configuration. Here it having 2 electrons, here it having 4 electrons. Okay, these two are unpaired. These hybrid orbitals of one oxygen atom overlaps with these unpaired electron having orbitals of oxygen atom overlaps with another oxygen atom, then oxygen molecule is constructed. See here. Here I am taking it is a px, it is a py, it is px of oxygen atom, it is py of oxygen atom. I am taking one more oxygen atom. So here it is px of one more oxygen atom, it is py of one more oxygen atom. Here overlapping takes place, it is internuclear axis, it is a internuclear axis overlapping, it is a sigma bond is formed, it is a sidewise overlapping, here pi bond is formed, py pi bond, px sigma bond, internuclear axis. Okay, so this molecule can be represented oxygen double bond oxygen, one is a sigma, another one is a pi, like this. It is lateral overlapping, it is lateral overlapping, it is lateral overlapping, it is a axial overlapping or end to end overlapping, it is a sidewise overlapping. So this is a example for pi bond. Okay, it is briefly valency bond theory. Okay, next hybridization. Hybridization. Who was proposed this hybridization means it was proposed by Linus Pauling. So it was proposed by Linus Pauling, and see here already we discussed valency bond theory. Who proposed? Hitler and London, and hybridization was proposed by Pauling and Slater. Linus Pauling and Slater, Michael Slater. Okay, so what is hybridization means? It was proposed by Linus Pauling and Slater. What is hybridization means? The intermixing of atomic orbitals having similar energies to form same number of new identical orbitals which having similar shape, similar structure is called hybridization. Is called hybridization. In the hybridization, orbitals are involved. Orbitals are involved, but not electrons. So combining orbitals is equal to combining orbitals is equal to hybrid orbitals. Hybrid orbitals. Orbitals are involved but not electrons. Combining orbitals is equal to hybrid orbitals. So hybrid orbitals having similar energy. Hybrid orbitals having hybrid orbitals having similar energy, similar structure. Hybrid orbitals having similar structure. Okay. For example, one s orbital, one p orbital can combine two sp hybrid orbitals. One s orbital, one p orbital combining two sp hybrid orbitals. See, one s orbital, two p orbitals means px comma py, two p orbitals, then gives rise to three sp2 hybrid orbitals. Okay, so here one s, one p, two sp, here 1 2 3 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. This is about hybridization. Okay, then types of hybridization we are going to discuss. How many types of hybridizations we are going to discuss? Okay, types of hybridization. See here, similar energy, atomic orbitals having similar energy can mix up with each other. See, for example, 2s can mix up with 2p but not 3p. Okay, 1s can mix up with 1s but not 2s. Orbitals having similar energy can mix up with each other. See, types of orbitals. How many types of orbitals? Hybridization means types of hybridations: sp, second one sp2, third one sp3, fourth one sp3d, sp3d, fifth one sp3d3. Okay, here example BeCl2 C2H2. Here example C2H4 BCl3. Here example CH4 C2H6. Here example PCl5. Okay, here example SF6. Okay, these are types of hybridations examples. Now we are going to discuss each hybridization with an example. First one, sp hybridization. First, sp hybridization. Okay, one s orbital can mix up with a p orbital. See, one s orbital, one p orbital gives rise to two sp hybrid orbitals. Here s orbital is a spherical, p orbital is a dumbbell, then hybridized to form two sp hybrid orbitals. It is sp and it is a sp. So two sp hybrid orbitals. It is a p orbital. It is a s orbital. Okay, here s character 50%, p character 50%. Okay. Shape of the molecule linear. Shape of the molecule linear. Bond angle bond angle 180 degrees. Okay. So example BeCl2 and C2H2. Okay. So formation of BeCl2. Only central atom hybridization we have to take. So here beryllium atomic number 4, electronic configuration 1s2 2s2. It is a ground state. It is a ground state. In excited state, one electron enters into 1s2 as it is, one electron enters into 2s1 to 2p1. Then here how many orbitals? 1. Here how many orbitals having electron? 1. Then these two undergoes hybridization, two sp hybrid orbitals are formed. Okay. Then here Be, it is a Be having a 2sp hybrid orbitals. Okay. The chlorine, how many chlorines are? 2 chlorines. 2 chlorines having single electron in their p orbital. Then here hybridization takes place. It is p orbital of chlorine atom, and here p orbital of one more chlorine atom. Here hybridization takes place, sigma bond. Here hybridization takes place, sigma bond. So this molecule can be represented Be single bond Cl, single bond Cl. Okay. It is a central atom. These two are bonding atom. It is a bonding atom. Okay. Here bond angle equal to 180 degrees because linear. Shape of the molecule linear. Okay. So S character 50%, P character 50%. So this is formation of BeCl2 molecule. It is example 1. Next we will discuss example 2. Example 2 is a C2H2. It is ethine. It is a ethine. Okay. So this is types of hybridization and sp hybridization. One s orbital, one p orbital intermixing with each other, two sp hybrid orbitals are formed. S orbital spherical, p orbital spherical. Here intermixing, 2s can mix up with the 2p but not a 3p. So orbitals having similar energy can mix up with each other. How many orbitals mix up? 2. So 2 sp hybrid orbitals are formed. How many orbitals combining is equal to same number of hybrid orbitals? 1 to 2 sp hybrid orbitals, like this. Okay. Here Be, it is central atom hybridization only we have to take. So it is a sp. So spp overlapping takes place here. What type of overlapping here? spp overlapping. Due to spp overlapping, one sigma bond. Due to spp overlapping, one sigma bond. Here it is a sp hybridization. That is overlapping. It is a hybridization. Okay. So this example we will discuss in the next class. Okay. So this is briefly valency bond theory, next types of covalent bond, next types of overlapping, next hybridization. Hybridization is very important for 8 marks. Okay. these two are very important for 8 marks. These two, this is for 4 marks and it is for 4 marks. Okay, leaving